Hello YouTube, this is Mr. DeLeon 9999 and we're going to do a video on the field strip of my 1911 Springfield Champion. What we're going to need here is this little piece of plastic that comes with the firearm. You have a little pouch that comes with the gun. It has an Allen wrench and some keys. The keys are for right here, so you can lock the firearm so it'll be safe. The Allen wrench, well, the Allen wrench goes there to lock it, and the keys go there. But since I don't have any kids, I'm not going to use that. The safety for the firearm. This is the clip you're going to need. So it's important you keep this out of the other two. So I would hold on to that, but this is what we're going to need. First thing we're going to do is go ahead and release the magazine so we can make sure there's no rounds in the firearm. We're going to go ahead and pull back on the slide. As you can see, there's nothing in there. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pull back on the slide all the way to this first notch and place the slide catch right there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get the clip that I was talking about, and we're going to put it on a guy rod. Let's clip it in there on both sides. As you can see, it can move freely, but it can't fall out. That's when you know it's in there all the way. What we're going to do is we're going to pull back on the slide so it's released. Now we're going to pull back on that second notch right here, and on this side we're going to go ahead and push the pin through the frame. But as long as you keep it where it's at right there on the first notch, the pin will release like so. Then you can let go of the slide, and you can actually turn it around upside down and pull out the frame. Now you can go ahead and pull out the spring, the guide rod. So place that there. Now with this, I can't remember the name of this on top of my head. I'm sure I'll remember this after the video. I'm going to remember the name of that, but that's the way it goes, I guess. Okay, go ahead and pull out the barrel. As you can see, here's the barrel. I need to clean this gun. It's got a little bit too much grease on there. I think I went a little too much on there the other day. As you can see, here's the slide. Here's the frame. This is the most that I take my firearm apart. I don't go any further than this. I don't take the handles off. I've been wanting to get some custom handles, but haven't bought any yet, so these are going to stay on for right now. Now this is the field strip. What we're going to do now is go ahead and put everything back together. Go ahead and make sure this is down. We'll slide it back into the slide like so, all the way back. Now we can pull up, place the spring, the guy rod back in. Of course, we got to make sure that where you got this half moon shape is on top of the barrel, like so. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and slide the frame back in position here. As you can see, there's a cut out there on both sides. That's for your track right here to go into. If I'm not calling these things by their correct names, I apologize, but it's the way it goes when you're doing a video. you don't remember the correct terminology while you're doing it till after you do it. Of course, now that little piece that I was talking about to pull back on, I didn't remember the name. We're gonna have to line it up before we put the pin back in. As you can see, it's lined up all the way through. We pull back on the slide, then we go ahead and turn this around and snap it back in, but you gotta be careful that you don't scratch your gun up. Because if you do, you're gonna be very mad at yourself. There we go. Now we'll go ahead and pull back on the slide and place the slide stop. Now you can go ahead and release the little, I don't know the name for this. See, here I go again, YouTube. Now we'll go ahead and release the slide. Pull on the trigger. Go ahead and do a little trick that I learned from the Armory channel from Pete, is to go ahead and pull the hammer back, put a pin in, and if it fires across, then you know your firing pin is correct. I want to say thank you to Pete from the Armory channel for giving me that piece of information. To me, he knows a lot about 1911s, and I thank you for your work, sir. And that completes the field strip of the 1911 Springfield Champion 45. I like to go ahead and say that this has a parkerized finish, because on my last video on this weapon I forgot to mention the type of finish that was on the firearm. It is a parkerized finish, and it's holding up pretty well. I do have a little bit of scratches on it, but that's just from everyday use, and like I said, this is my home defense weapon for the home, so I always have it with me. So it tends to get a little bump every now and then, so I'd like to thank you for your time. Please rate my videos, leave any comments, and thank you for anyone who subscribed to my channel. And this is Mr. DeLeon 9999. Thank you.